Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of TalkingTelly podcast. Today, we got a good one for you. New Superman just dropped. Literally, just dropped. Came out in the last 2 weeks. We saw it. VIP at the Square. We liked it. And yeah, I think we just dive straight into this one.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, like if we get down to brass tacks, it was an enjoyable, good movie. And that's basically what you wanted from a Superman movie. Going into this, the last good DC movie was Suicide Squad, the good movie. And so, before that, God knows what was the last good DC movie. I can't think of one. And
Yeah,
so,
DC is really hasn't been hitting. So
and you think of Superman, you think of Henry Cavill, you think of that weird when they CGI'd off his mustache in that Injustice League, or and his lip was too small, and Man of Steel when his dad dies in the ship. There's a blemish on Superman's legacy in the world. And
think about the amount of Superman shows which have been out.
Oh, Smallville and all the other.
Oh no, that's not really bad. CW one. Clark and Lois or something.
Well, there was a Supergirl show. The CW.
No, there was another one.
There were 6 seasons of CW Supergirl.
Who asked for 6 seasons of Blake Lively Supergirl? Who asked for this?
No, it was not Blake Lively.
It's not Blake Lively, no?
No.
I thought it was Blake Lively.
Not Blake Lively. Are you crazy?
I was almost certain Blake Lively.
That would be insane if Blake Lively was the CW Supergirl.
I was almost certain she was Supergirl. Like, what kind of Mandela effect fever dream is this? I was like 1000% convinced. Right, folks, massive slip up on my head, huh? You know what it was? I unfortunately had to watch an episode of Gossip Girl recently.
No.
Oh, it was absolutely fucking crap. The hatred I have for Gossip Girl trumps my hatred for Stranger Things. It trumps it. Gossip Girl is the goofiest, wackiest, cruddiest show ever. And in my head, I was like, "What the hell is Supergirl doing on the screen?" You cannot tell me Blake Lively isn't Supergirl. What in the fan cast is this?
Thank God James Gunn came to his senses and didn't put her as Gossip Girl or as Supergirl.
And who the hell plays Supergirl?
It's just some random woman. But I will say,
that makes the show even. Oh my God, they're nearly identical. Actually, no, they're not.
No.
Oh no, they
nah. Maybe it could be like her daughter or something. But look, check this out.
They're nearly identical.
A true deep cut Supergirl is Lena Luthor is played by Katie McGrath, who was the main villain Morgan in the Merlin show.
Yeah, Morgana, no. They
called her Morgan Le Fay.
She's just Morgana, isn't she?
Yeah, she is, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a deep cut. That's a deep cut right there. I recognized her from the photo instantly.
Never forget.
Anyway, yeah, look, we're completely...
Anyway, if we want to talk about Supergirl, we'll talk about that later. But Superman is what we talk about, particularly this good movie. And I think this movie didn't need to be some sort of crazy... deep moving movie. I feel like you heard a lot of these video essays a year ago when this movie was getting trailers, and Superman's got to bring back that spark. It's got to bring back that optimism that we need in 2025. No one cares about that. No one cares about the shining beacon of hope. They just want to know if it's a good, entertaining movie and if Superman has done well, and he is. And the highlight of the movie is arguably Lex Luthor, played by Nicholas Hoult. Especially considering the last Lex Luthor we got was atrocious.
With Jesse Eisenberg, yeah.
Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor was awful. He was like a half cripple, I don't know what the hell, with that weird ass hair. And then the fake bald
He wasn't even bald. He wasn't even bald.
He was bald in the extra credit scene.
Oh, actually, they made him bald in the Justice League movie as well.
Yeah,
in the Schneider cut.
And
they couldn't even shave off Jesse Eisenberg's hair for a multi-million-dollar fucking contract.
And it was, him bald kind of looks similar, but his hair looks like a Harry Potter character. He looks like some like gremlin in Harry Potter. Looks like a uncle of the Weasleys. While
What do you call the mother of a flying creature? A witch. Stupid.
but
Oh,
Nicholas Holt
so
as Lex
stupid.
Luthor was it was something else. It was
No,
good.
yet again, I will say it's like sometimes he's a little goofy.
Oh, but I think that's what makes it good.
I think that's what makes it even better.
Yeah.
Like this movie isn't afraid to put on the goof factor.
Mm.
It's very similar to the Suicide Squad. It's very similar to a lot of gun projects.
Yeah, yeah.
In which he's not afraid to go, as I'd call it, too cartoony.
Mm-hmm.
He's not afraid to like lean into the whole like, what would you say, falsities with the verse. Like I feel like you have it like Zack Snyder and you have with a lot of the old DC verse movies, is that they tended to be too real. They tended to lean too much into like, I don't know, the dark and gritty. Tended to lean too much into humanity isn't good. It isn't this. It isn't that. You know?
Yeah, no,
didn't-
it's all got washed out as well. Like Superman was barely blue; it was like a navy black costume basically that he wore. Everything was so washed out. Well, this movie is so vibrant; it's so colorful. Superman is proper blue and red. You have Guy Gardner is proper green. Hawkgirl is brown. Like they fight that monster who is just pure colorful in the background in that one scene when he's talking to Lois. Like I'm looking at
And they make Metropolis, they make it look like a haven.
Oh, it looks so cool. Metropolis looks so cool.
They make it look like a haven. It's like this nice, almost kind of like golden color.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a golden city. You have the Daily Planet ball. It's it's golden / bronze ball. Luthor Corp looks so cool. It looks like
Luthor
almost
Corp is
like
so good.
it looks like a postmodern city. It looks great. And you look at like Henry Cavill's Metropolis, and it looks just as gritty as Gotham. It looks like Gotham during the day.
It's just
Like-
not Metropolis.
You're like, what is the point? Like, what is the point of this? Like, you see like Gotham during the day and the Dark Knight, and you're like, wow, this kind of looks the same as Metropolis. I don't know. I think James Gunn is the master of bringing color into movies.
Yes,
He's
I mean,
really good. Think of like Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
the Suicide Squad.
very, very.
Perfect
I mean,
example.
we literally have Polka Dot Man, who is just a scream of color. But like, those movies are it's just a pleasure to watch, and that's what this movie did really well, particularly in the action scenes with Superman action scenes, because Superman flies all the time. How are you going to do an action scene with a guy who can fly all the time? In a lot of superhero movies, if someone flies, they just punch each other when they're strapped together, then push off. But this movie was really, really clever, which how it did their fights, and it was really interesting. And the cinematography, while not being, something like phenomenal, it was really good, and it really added to the pacing of their shots when the camera would whip around corners to follow Superman, or to really go close up on him when he was flying. It was just all added together really, really well.
Yeah, no, I have to say, it's very hard to make a Superman story. A lot of writers, Jeff Johns, especially, have came out in the past and said, writing a Superman story, it has to be one of the hardest things ever.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have a character who's so unbelievably overpowered. So unbelievably, what would you say, retconned.
I mean, he's
It's probably the best word.
He's unstoppable. He's Superman.
He's Superman. Like, you have in comic runs, which are like he's constantly retconned. You have in comic runs where Kryptonite makes him weaker, but then it turns out that Kryptonite wasn't actually his weakness. It turns out it was something else. Then it's
Red
Red Sun.
Kryptonite, and then
Red Kryptonite makes him angry. Pink Kryptonite we don't talk about.
Yo.
But you have all these like different weaknesses which are constantly being retconned.
Mhm.
And like it's just like that. You always have to think to yourself while reading a Superman comic, well, he's still Superman. Why can't he just like push past it? Why can't he do this? Why can't he do that? James Gunn kind of solves a lot of that by just bringing in like the singular weakness, which is kryptonite.
Mm.
Bringing in a character who can create kryptonite Because like that, they say it. Oh well, there's very finite amounts of kryptonite on Earth, and Lex Luthor's like, well, I got just a thing for that, you know. Or do they even say there is any kryptonite on Earth?
They say
I don't
they
even
don't
think they do.
have. They say they don't have any left apart from Lex Luthor has a bit.
There you go.
But also, what's interesting is they just do what is good is Superman can't be everywhere at once, so they just do distractions. They have, they attack Boravia, and then they have Metropolis being attacked, and Superman can only be in one place. It's really interesting.
Yeah, it's very smart, and I feel like that we were talking about how good Nicholas Hoult is. I think it's because it's the first time we've actually seen a villain like cold and calculating enough to deal with someone as overpowered as Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when have we seen like a villain go through such measures to make sure they take out their hero? Like, I don't think we have. Of course, look, Lex is like one of, if not the smartest character or villain, I should say, in DC. So it's only like understandable. But when we get like iterations such as like Smallville's Lex Luthor is a joke. Schneider Lex Luthor is also a joke. You have, who else? You had the CW one, also a joke.
Oh god.
Like, we've gotten so many bad iterations of Lex Luthor that we get blessed with Nicholas Hoult, and you're like, holy shit! Like, this guy's just evil.
It just shows you, like, these are good. Like, Lex Luthor is one of the greatest comic book villains. Like, Superman is one of the greatest comic book characters. They just need to be done right, You have Lois Lane, who is one of the best love interests of any superhero, like, period, You have Jimmy Olsen, who's always like that scrappy underdog friend, and Jimmy Olsen was hilarious in this movie.
Yeah, I have to say, the actor, when I first saw him, I remembered him from something. I thought, this guy's goofy as hell.
Yeah.
I was like, what did they have this guy on? But he also provided that like gun comedic relief,
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like that was definitely necessary in the movie as well. It was nice to see, And like, you have lots of different other vibrant characters like that. The additions of Guy Gardner, Hawker, and Mr. Terrific were great for the movie.
Oh, Mr. Terrific was phenomenal.
Having Jimmy Olsen and Lois Lane actually have a storyline which like doesn't involve Superman, and it shows their own powers in a way, is also really good too. It shows that Superman can't actually do everything, like you said, by himself, which is always nice to see as well. You hate watching a movie and you hate one character single-handedly overcoming an obstacle when it's clear it would have been much easier when he could have just got help. Or even worse, the side characters hindering the main character.
Yeah.
Like, you see it so many times in superhero movies where you're kind of like, look at Shang-Chi, for example.
Yeah.
It would have been much better if Shang-Chi just went off by himself, but Aquafina went with him.
Yeah, he didn't need it.
Aquafina's character, and did nothing.
Aquafina,
Nothing.
yeah, she was pretty funny though.
I will never say Aquafina's funny, bro.
In
I will
the
never
movie,
say it.
in Aquafina in Shang-Chi.
She plays the same character in every movie, and she's a hindrance in every movie. Even when she's the main character, she's just a hindrance.
When Shang-Chi 2.
We'll get on to that later. Anyway, back to Superman. I feel like the Superman movie was, for Lex Luthor especially, really, really good. I feel like the Lex Luthor IP has gone up through the roof.
Yeah.
Especially because they didn't put him in a gimmicky suit.
Oh, thank the Lord they didn't put him in that big fucking Hulkbuster suit, like.
They didn't put him in that Hulkbuster suit. Praise be, because I was waiting for it. It felt like it had James Gunn written all over.
Yeah.
Big green kryptonite style suit, the purple, and then
the big
Lex
L.
Luthor's head. Yeah, the massive L on Lex Luthor's head just popping out. I was gunning for it,
Hey.
But when they didn't put him in the suit,
Yeah.
and it really just came down to like Lex Luthor says so much times in the comics and in the animated series and stuff. Brains versus brawn. That's what you want to see. You don't want Lex Luthor to go put on the suit. It's much more Lex Luthor to have someone else wear the suit.
Yeah.
Literally, Lex Luthor's suit is the I forget what they call it, but there's something of Baravia, Ultraman. That like if you look at it, it looks like Lex Luthor's suit, bar the massive helm on it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, all of his henchmen kind of wore like mini Lex Luthor suits, you know.
yeah, they did actually. Yeah. No, yet again, it wasn't as Hulkbuster.
Oh, of course. They were like
Injustice or whatever.
Yeah. It was just nice to see, and ultimately, this movie was the ultimate. It was the make or break movie for the Gunverse, for the DC. They need a word for this DC thing. They because like, you know, it's not the DCU anymore. That fell apart. So what is this now? DCEU, but wasn't that something different as well?
No, it was the DCEU for like the Schneider and stuff.
Well, then we'll call this the Gunverse. The Gunverse. This was the ultimate test. It was, is Superman the movie that can't be made? You know, will this be good? And it was. And then with the reveal that Supergirl coming out next year, very, very interesting to see where the whole universe goes.
Now, I'm curious to see how they're gonna handle Supergirl. But like that, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
We'll stick strictly to Superman for now for the people at home. But yeah, no, I feel like this was a massive success for the Gunverse in general. Of course, we started off with the Suicide Squad as Gunn's first project. Then you had the Peacemaker show. You had Creature Commandos, stuff like that. I feel like Superman though has really cemented it now. Like, this is happening.
Yeah.
Like, this is a thing. And like, folks, I'll say it, like, Superman isn't an amazing film.
No.
It's not fantastic. But it is good. It is very good, I would say. But it's not amazing. But I feel like that's kind of what we needed. I feel like there's not much I'd improve on in this movie. But there's a lot more I'd add. But I feel like the bare bone, hope instilling Superman we got on screen is more than enough. You know? It's a very good start.
Oh, it's a very stable start, which is what everyone wanted. Everyone wanted to just be
a very
stable.
safe start.
Yeah.
Like, I never really saw a world in which the Superman movie failed. Now, yet again, hasn't done terrifically in the box office.
But it's still.
But I feel like that's because a lot of people didn't really give it the license, you know?
No, yeah, a lot of people, like, I mean, it's going to take a while to get everyone back into these superhero movies. And look, let's be real, like, it'll never be as big as it was. Like, nothing will ever be as big as...
No movie will ever hit the same as Infinity War and Endgame did.
And
that was the peak of superhero movies.
And so I think it's ridiculous to like be comparing it to them and to be trying to get like, oh, you know, we have to get back to that height because we won't. But I think just being consistent and being good, this is perfect. And I'm very, very excited to see what's to come. And I guess all we have left to do is to give this a number out of 10.
So, you see, it's very tough. It's very tough. I think this is a great movie. It's not an excellent movie. But it's a very fun movie. And it's very rewatchable. It's extremely rewatchable. Like, if somebody asked me to go see it next week in the cinema, I would. And I've seen excellent movies, which I wouldn't go see twice.
Yes.
That's why it's very hard to place this movie, because of course we have to give extra rating for rewatchability. We have done in the past. We've knocked great movies because we said we can't watch it twice.
Yeah.
So with that in mind,
I'm looking at you, John Wick
I feel
4.
like yeah. Or Ballerina, for example, we knocked it for the rewatchability.
Well,
We
no,
said like,
we upped it for the rewatchability. We said it's more rewatchable.
oh, did we up it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, maybe it was John Wick
It was
4
John
then.
Wick 4 because that's like the least rewatchable movie of all time. That's like
It
3 hours
is.
long, and we know the last half an hour is him like falling down the stairs.
Oh God, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I remember now. Anyway, we'll digress. I think I'm trying to think of like negatives I kind of had. I feel like
I look,
the CGI was good. It wasn't amazing.
yes, I think I think Ultraman was cool, but I would have added a cooler villain. I thought if it was Bizarro or if
I
it
thought
was
it was going to be Bizarro. I thought that was the twist
yeah,
because it was Lex Luthor who developed Bizarro.
yeah.
So, like, I thought Ultraman was going to be Bizarro, and then when it turned out it was Superman's evil genetic twin, I was like, oh my God, it's fucking Bizarro. They've done it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
kind of wish.
yet again, he might not be dead. It could be the Bizarro twist because, as we know from the comics, Bizarro has flown through a black hole before. You can look this up. It's
I
true.
mean, Bizarro. He's built different.
Oh, Bizarro's built different. So we could have Bizarro still be alive. Because as we know, black holes not only like suck everything in through its entirety, if you fly through it, it can transport you. Could be a villain for the Supergirl movie.
No, that's not what the Supergirl movie's gonna be about.
It could be.
It's
It
not.
could
We
be.
already know what's gonna be about. It's not that.
It could be a post-credit villain.
I don't think so.
I think James Gunn would definitely have Bizarro in the verse.
Well, he should have had him here. I think that's probably my only thing I can critique on. I mean, I don't think that means it's like a perfect movie, just because I don't have that many. And maybe like the music was good. The music was pretty good, but it wasn't like gold sauce. But then again, what superhero movie has like gold music?
Yeah. I feel like, but especially for a James Gunn movie whose use of music is always top notch.
Yeah, it's not Guardians 1 and 2 music.
No, I feel like that's the issue with it as well. And like I like the end credit song, like the "Oh, I'm a punk rocker, yes I am," and I know it fits the whole theme of the movie as well. And it's that ongoing joke between Clark and Lois
Yeah.
of like, well, you're not a punk rocker, you don't look like a punk rocker. Turns out he has the posters on his wall at home in his childhood bedroom of the band, and then like it kind of like leans into it at the very end, and but
I think
the music could have been better.
what would you give it out of 10?
Oh, see,
I'd
if we're not
say-
counting rewatchability,
Well, we are. We're
I'd give it-
counting everything, and I think
yeah, but I feel like it's two separate ratings.
Well,
Without
no.
rewatchability, 7.5. With rewatchability,
I think it's an 8.
8.5.
I think it's an 8. I think it's an 8. It's not an 8.5. That's not an 8.5. It's an 8. This movie is an 8 because it's a really good movie. It's a very good movie. One could maybe say it's a great superhero movie, but it's like, look, if we compare to Thunderbolts, that's the ultimate comparison.
Yeah,
Which we also
Yeah.
need to do an episode on.
Have you not done an episode on Thunderbolts?
No, we just watched it and
We just watched it and talked about it, and that was it.
we just watched it. I was
Yeah.
like, "Damn, that was a good movie."
Shit.
And
Right, yeah.
that movie is a lot less rewatchable than Superman, but I would say it's better. I'd say that's an 8.5, and this is an 8.
I would have to. Oh, yeah, but if you count rewatchability,
I am counting rewatchability, and that's why this is an 8. Because, I
without
think,
rewatchability, I think this movie drops.
yes, naturally.
I think it drops. But I think. Oh, I can't give Thunderbolts an 8.5.
It's definitely like a higher than 8. It's like an 8.2, 8.3,
I
8.25.
can't because I felt like the first third of the movie was slow as balls, and then I only started picking up then.
I don't know. You go in straight away, and
Like
then
the
they
whole
kill
like when they're
Taskmaster
like,
like straight away.
no, that was in like that was coming into the second third.
No, the first thing is that they get told to like they show everyone
Oh,
once,
yeah, you're right.
and
Actually,
then
yeah, they get
they have
sent
that
off to
fight,
the
and then they
lab.
kill Taskmaster, and they're like, "Lol, Taskmaster's dead."
Yeah, I remember now, and that's when they meet the
Yes,
Sentry. Or whatever.
yes, and
Yeah,
then
okay.
yeah, and he's like, "Whoa, what's going on here? I'm just a little boy."
Then it was
And then they break
pretty much.
out, and then they're driving away. Then Bucky comes in and attacks them, and then
So it was the second third of the film, which is kind of boring.
it wasn't boring. It was just a slower movie because it's a lot heavier, and they spend a lot of time talking about their emotions and what's happening. I wouldn't say there's any boring part in the movie. It's just a slower movie. In comparison to Superman, which is this. I'm not saying this is fucking like all action. This isn't like this is the Dark Knight, but it's definitely a lot quicker paced.
I don't know. I just, in good conscience, can't give Thunderbolts an 8.5.
I mean, it's better than Superman.
It's better than Superman, but it's not that much better than Superman.
Then it's an
If I was to
8.2
give
for it.
Superman an 8, I'd give Thunderbolts an 8.2.
Yeah.
Slight edge over. It's like that. I will never rewatch Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Never. I will never rewatch it. I've seen it once.
You cannot
can
make
still-
me rewatch it.
Like, I still know what happens.
Yeah. Clearly not.
Well, like,
Yeah, I get you.
Family Matters, end of the movie, Young Avengers, Bing Bang Boom. Like, that's it.
You got it.
But Superman, I definitely could rewatch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if, like that, like I said, if someone asked me to go see it next week, I would. You know. So I think with that, 8 out of 10 seems like fair review there. I have no objections. I think any improvements for the movie, like the CGI, at times looked a little bit goofy.
But there was the slow mo is really good. The slow mo is great.
Oh, the slow mos were really
In comparison
good.
to Zack Snyder, the slow mo is the most egregious use you'll ever see.
And for the first time I've seen in a long time, IMAX moments. This movie had IMAX moments.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that in cinema in so long.
Even though we haven't watched it in IMAX.
No, but we didn't watch it in IMAX. But
Yeah.
you still see the IMAX moments.
Yeah, I guess.
And it's like, when's the last time we saw an IMAX moment other than an Endgame?
Nosferatu.
I didn't see Nosferatu.
I saw that in IMAX.
Did I have any IMAX moments?
I feel like the whole movie was an IMAX moment.
Oh my god, IMAX moment farming. It's just Nicholas Hoult. I think Nicholas Hoult just brings the
It was him.
the IMAX
It was
farming.
him, Willem Dafoe, Lily Rose Depp, Bill Skarsgård. It was just pure IMAX. Aaron Taylor Johnson.
I forgot how stacked the Nosferatu.
There's a reason that movie did well.
Anyway, off
Anyway.
the Gunnar vampire movie. Back onto some better things. Superman, 8 out of 10. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it for this video, guys. We'll catch you on the next one, where we're going to be talking about the DCU, the Gunverse, what direction it's steering in, how the MCU is going to play out in competition to this new Gunverse, and the big Kevin Feige reboot. With that, thank you again.